The 2022 Classic Ford Tour was packed with all kinds of fantastic blue ovals. That included a Corsair, an unusual and interesting Ford in its own right, and this one is a bit special.
My name's Craig Boyle, this is our 1965 Ford Corsair. Basically, we had a 100E we was using, had a Pinto in it, it was a good car, but we wouldn't tow a caravan. We was going to loads of shows, leaving it home. So we put the 100E up for sale and was going to look for something a bit bigger that we could tow with. And the last hot rod drags at Shakespeare County Raceway, this actual car drove in completely stock with a sale sign in it, wandered over, just took a deposit on the 100E, couldn't resist it, it was the right money, it wasn't a lot of money, and we came home with it. So when we got it, it was completely stock, Purbeck grey or hearing aid beige, everyone called it beige, but it was actually Ford called it a grey. Had a V4, 1700 V4 in it. Drove around in it for a couple of months, completely standard, had a bit of fun in it, enjoyed it. We realised the engine was a little bit tired, I use them every day and it wasn't used to that. So it wanted a little bit of maintenance, and then unfortunately someone scratched it. The plan of leaving it standard sort of went out the window really. Our son Mark wraps cars for a living, so we started off by deciding we was going to vinyl wrap it to tidy it up a little bit, and then come across the image of the Classic Ford magazine. They were going to build a car out of a Corsair many years ago. There was an illustration of a two-tone Corsair like this, and so we liked it. We knew it hadn't been done, so we contacted Classic Ford magazine, said, do you mind if we pinch the design? And it just went from there. It was wrapped in 2 days and a couple of evenings. I lowered it, put JBW wheels on it, and kept it standard with a V4 in it initially until I blew the engine up, and then we went through various engines, and then we sat down and had a proper plan and ended up putting a 2-litre Zetec in it, which makes it the car it is today. Well, that was about 3.5 years ago now. I mean, the car is my daily driver, so it's constantly doing something. But apart from that, we've done track day at Castle Combe, been up Salsey Walsh, hill climbing it. That was great fun. It's been down Santa Pod. A little bit slower than I'd like, but a little bit of work, a little bit of getting off the line would improve that. We've been on holiday in it, been in Isle of Wight for a week in it, done another Classic Ford tour. We've towed a caravan with it to Cornwall, 5 hours down the M5, and spent a week in Cornwall with it, no problems. And it's just a great all-rounder. It just does everything we want it to. And it was just going to be a stopgap initially, but I wasn't looking for a Corsair. They're a little bit quirky, but ended up falling in love with the thing, and hence it ain't going nowhere. Everything else I've had in the past has had its limitations, and this, it just hasn't. That's probably the best way to drive. It drives well, cruises well, it can go fast, I can put people in it, I can go shopping with it, and I've got to work in it every day. And I brighten up our work, it's car park to be fair. It starts conversations, that's what I like about it as well. You make friends through having it.
This video is proudly sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Give them a call on 01480 400 889 for an insurance quote on your classic car. And don't forget to click the link in the video description to enter their latest competition.